This line between fiction and fact on television used to be clearly marked.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times TV shows had unforeseen consequences.
For most in the audience, it's an entertaining diversion. But for a disturbing few, it motivates a dark desire to live out that plot.
For this list, we'll be looking at times programs had seriously bad ramifications that they didn't intend or anticipate. Which of these outcomes shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments.
If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below.
Number 10. Recycling Scam. Seinfeld. Plenty of shows and movies inspire people to make some money. But we didn't expect people to take financial cues from a sitcom about nothing. During The Bottle Deposit, Kramer and Newman found out that recycling bottles in Michigan paid slightly better than it did in New York.
That's Michigan. In Michigan, you get 10 cents.
10 cents?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you mean you get 5 cents here and 10 cents there? You could round up bottles here and run them out to Michigan for the difference.
That doesn't work.
So, they gathered up everything they could find and drove out of state to collect their fortune. But their idea is legally considered fraud.
Newman, you magnificent bastard, you did it!
Let the collecting begin!
Thomas and Megan Woodward tried the same thing in Maine when they tried to get around $10,000 cash for bottles that crossed state lines. However, authorities did not see the joke, and the couple got in hot water for trying to copy a Seinfeld scheme.
Kramer doesn't want a record.
Kramer has a record.
Not a federal record.
Number 9. The Porygon Incident. Pokemon. During the episode Deno Senshi Porygon, Ash and the gang get stuck inside a machine and have to fight Team Rocket and Porygon. Towards the end, Pikachu attacks an antivirus program. The resulting animation was 12 flashes of red and blue per second over 6 seconds, representing an explosion. This scene reportedly caused a number of viewers to experience side effects that ranged from headaches to convulsions. To make matters worse, some experts believe that more people suffered after reports of the initial incidents broke due to mass hysteria. In the wake of all the negative reports, Pokemon went on hiatus and the episode was banned from airing again. Number 8. False expectations of the justice system. CSI, Crime Scene Investigation. TV has a habit of over-dramatizing real life to make things more entertaining.
Pupa stage 3. English. I'm not an entomologist either. It's the 3rd stage of larva metamorphosis. This guy's been dead 7 days. That's a maggot, and he stinks.
Unfortunately, some of our favorite crime shows might have led to unrealistic expectations of the justice system. Forensics, science, and DNA analysis are usually a big crux of these complicated investigations during shows like CSI.
You're the chemist. I just need to know what knocked the old man out. In 20 seconds, this will give us the complete chemical breakdown, right down to the atom.
But this fictional series sometimes utilizes technologies that aren't available to the average police department. It's gotten to the point where it has affected how jurors perceive information in the courtroom.
Prosecutors often complain about a so-called CSI effect, where jurors expect to see forensic evidence in every case. The problem is, not all forensic science is as reliable as we've become accustomed to believe.
While CSI and other shows made investigations look more exciting, those programs might have actually affected criminal prosecutions. Number 7. Free houses lead to debt. Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Imagine barely being able to afford the house you're in or deal with all its issues. Then, ABC arrives on your doorstep with the rest of the community and gives you a brand new home.
Been waiting to say this all week. Go check out your brand new house. Go ahead.
While you may be happy at this development, you might frown at all the long-term costs down the line. In Extreme Makeover Home Edition, there were families that ended up losing new houses because of increased utilities, bad debt, and higher interest rates.
A Texas family which received an extreme makeover after Hurricane Ike now forced to sell the home at a big discount because they couldn't pay the taxes.
Melissa and Larry Beach demonstrated how bad it could get when they sold their house due to upkeep and increased property taxes.
The value goes up, in this case, $700,000 to $800,000 for the house, and then the family can't afford the new tax bill and also the upkeep.
Sometimes a generous gift can turn into a huge burden. Number 6. Loss of life. The Jerry Springer Show. Tabloid talk shows like Jerry Springer thrive on conflict. People are often put into intense situations and may explode on camera. While there might be security on stage, there's no telling what can happen after guests leave the set. When Ralph Panitz, Eleanor Panitz, and his ex-wife Nancy Campbell Panitz appeared on The Jerry Springer Show, things got pretty heated.
And I knew it was a bad thing to do. And I tried to talk to him, but Ralph was adamant. He wanted to let Nancy know that she no longer mattered to him.
But things got really bad after the episode aired. Authorities found the deceased Nancy in Ralph's house. Springer insisted in interviews that the incident had nothing to do with the grim crime.
When I made entry into the house, it really was one of the worst crime scenes I've been to.
However, Nancy's son felt differently and took legal action against the show for allegedly pushing Ralph to commit this horrible act. Number 5. Gordon Ramsay could be bad news for your business. Kitchen nightmares. Everyone loves a good rags to riches story, and that's what Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares is all about. Although many of these eateries start out in a rough place, the celebrity chef elevates them to new heights with some bluntly delivered guidance.
Do I not deserve the truth? I asked you if frozen, you lied. I said, when did you cook the duck? I don't know. Why can't we just be honest? If that's how deluded you guys are, that you can't even tell me the truth, I'm really sorry.
But what we don't see is what happens afterwards. While restaurants can gain a new breath of life, being featured can prove detrimental to business.
Welcome to a classy, unique feel.
Oh my God, look at this.
Custom artwork, new marble, the chandeliers. It oozes New Orleans. Beautiful.
Sometimes customers weren't fans of menu changes and stopped supporting as much. In other cases, business owners had to deal with costs from Ramsay's renovations, and it's been reported that over 60% of the restaurants he visited ended up closing.
Shut it down. Quickly.
The numbers and reports suggest Ramsay is a nightmare for these businesses. Number 4. Pizza on the roof. Breaking Bad. When Skyler refuses to let Walt into the house in a Season 3 episode, he infamously throws his peace-offering pizza onto the roof. This iconic scene was later replicated by fans who found the house in real life. There were so many pizza-flinging incidents, the owners had to put signage up.
But she's not loving the antics.
I think that the fans just need to be very respectful and to stay off of private property. Just use your common sense.
But those aren't the only negative actions Walter White's adventures have inspired. There was an increased demand for a certain blue item featured on the show. And in a horrifying case, a man named Stefano Breezy tried to dissolve forensic evidence in the bathtub like Jesse did in the drama.
Melting bodies.
This viewer's terrible actions led him to being sentenced to life in prison. Number 3. Inspiring brutal crimes. Dexter. Sometimes, viewers worry if darker entertainment might desensitize or even inspire bad habits.
I think he would just find something, like in a movie, and then he wanted to emulate that himself.
And unfortunately, a series about a forensic technician who committed brutal acts against criminals led to some copycats. Mark Twitchell was a filmmaker who identified himself with the character Dexter Morgan.
My name is Dexter Morgan. I don't know what made me the way I am, but whatever it was left a hollow place inside.
He even documented his truly twisted acts. In 2008, he pretended to be a woman to lure a man named John Brian Altinger on a date. When the two met up, Mark ended John's life and was caught shortly after. Unfortunately, this criminal wasn't the only Dexter copycat out there.
Today, prosecutors released video of Andrew Conley showing investigators how he killed his brother.
Number 2. Hidden crush leads to a heinous crime. The Jenny Jones Show. During one segment on The Jenny Jones Show, Scott Amador confessed that he had feelings for his friend Jonathan Schmitz.
Did you think Donna had the crush on you?
Did I? No, we're good friends.
Well, guess what? It's Scott that has the crush on you.
You lied to me.
The aftermath of this confession seemed light. Schmitz appeared to be playful and upbeat on the show.
Can you tell us what your status is? Are you involved with anybody, or?
No, but I am definitely heterosexual, I guess you could say.
But after the episode went live, he took Amador's life. He called 911 and confessed on the phone after the crime. Schmitz was reportedly humiliated by the TV incident and had struggled with many personal demons before the show.
Schmitz claimed he was humiliated by having been brought on national TV to hear Amador profess affection for him. The feelings, he said, were not mutual.
His family tried to sue the program for allegedly pushing him over the edge. While they initially won the suit, the decision was later overturned.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Fake documentary causes PTSD. Screen 1. On Halloween night in 1992, the BBC aired a special episode of Screen 1 that shook the United Kingdom.
I think I can see what's happened. You see the shadow cast by the curtain there? You see on the curtain on the left-hand side?
Not really.
It featured many well-known faces conducting a fictional paranormal investigation. This pre-recorded show was marketed as a live event. The documentary style, belief that it was happening in real time, and scary writing truly frightened the audience.
Who are you? What's your name? Jesus Christ, are you joking?
It was met with huge backlash and tons of complaints. There were even reported cases that Ghostwatch was linked to viewers experiencing PTSD. Unfortunately, the crew behind the show created a program that had unintentionally and truly scary consequences.
We will stay with you. What was that? Where are we going? Just outside. Where are we going? Come on. Downstairs.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.
I'm joining in the rhythm to be with you. Hey boy,